Hey, Kate. Thanks for the tea.
Sure. It was so worth it. The guy I told you about at the counter was at a table, and he kind of looked at me.
Was it a good look or a bad look?
Good question.
You just can't tell with one look.
True. I'd call it more of a glance than a look. I mean, he was staring at his phone first, then he glanced up at me.
So you think he glanced versus looked?
Yep. But I'd prefer a look to a glance any day.
Right. Did he raise his eyebrow or make any kind of face?
Couldn't tell. I was juggling our bubble teas and had to look down, so eye contact was just a split second.
Might be the start of a serious thing, but the bubble teas screwed the pooch, I guess.
Apparently, to my chagrin. Screwed the pooch.
Is a request soon coming to hurry up and drink this tea so you can order another at the counter?
Nah, don't worry. If it was a real look and not a mere glance, he will have to walk by us when he leaves. We'll see if he glances at that juncture.
Meaning we're supposed to stay until he walks out?
No, not on my account. I mean, he's cute, in a cuddly, bearish sort of way, but not worth staying for hours.
Whew, that's a relief, because I need to get back to the office pretty soon.
But I have to tell you this first.
Wait a second. I'm about to hit send. What's that again? Tell me what?
So, I finally finished this chapter.
Goody, Miss Kate. And you found what to critique in it?
So much. Too much, really.
Oh, lucky me to get the details.
Right. So, Rick, our Ricky Ricardo boy, he made it back safely to Sophia and their desolate mountain home.
Good to hear that. I'm guessing poor Sophia really missed him.
Don't think so. As she seems a bit annoyed with him, but after 5 long, trudging years, he snuck across the border from Bolivar.
How does one sneak across a border controlled by trillionaire oligarchs?
Very carefully. Apparently. He had to avoid cameras and drones. Oh, and he wore face putty?
Face putty. Face putty? As in stage plays?
Sure, I guess. It just said face putty.
Poor Rick, having to tolerate a little makeup. Damn right that a man finally suffers from what women tolerate every day.
Sure. But putty was just one minor inconvenience. There's also gloves and wigs.
How many wigs does one person need?
I don't know, Sonja. How many wigs does it take to fool a surveillance state?
That sounds like the setup to a joke.
It does, doesn't it? Like, how many wigs does it take to hide from your friendly neighborhood oligarchs? I think he had 17 of them.
Did the book actually say he had 17?
Kidding. The book doesn't specify the quantity. Very frustrating lack of detail in this tedious tome.
Right. A critical oversight.
Right? I need to know the exact number of wigs. Otherwise, how can I take his survival journey seriously?
Yep, agreed. So, Ricky made it back to Sophia in one piece?
Eventually. But not without some hardship, it would appear. That poor and now much younger Ricky was forced to walk like 400 miles. On foot, no less.
400 miles. I think that's a song.
Maybe, but 400 miles through wilderness, no phones, no GPS, no nothing, not even beef jerky. There's just poor Rick out there in the wilds with only his face putty and mysterious wig collection.
That's actually impressive, especially given that he's a guy.
I agree. Don't you think that if you have access to high-tech longevity shots, that you could probably find decent transport? Something with wheels, maybe?
Oh, geez. But what if the oligarch dudes are monitoring all transportation?
Fair point. They'd say, "Yo, Ricky, we detected your DNA on a bus seat, so we deployed a drone to take your little butt out."
Crap, Kate, that's not good. I assume the poor old Grammys on the bus, along with their chickens and roosters, were just collateral damage then?
One would suppose. Doesn't that just sound weird, though?
Does what sound weird?
Collateral damage. Think about it, Sonja. I mean, collateral is usually a good thing, right?
I guess, like using your car as collateral for a loan.
Right. So then, why call the poor, smashed Grammys on the bus collateral damage? Makes no sense.
Not unless they were on the bus while taking their chickens to the bank as collateral for a loan?
Didn't think of that. But in general, those two words generally go together, and they mean a bad thing. Meanwhile, collateral by itself usually means a good thing.
No doubt.
If it was within my power, I would change that whole expression. It's just too confusing. But back to where we were, which was where?
Boy, I lost track given the monumental importance of the topic. Tell you one thing I do recall. This book, I think, is more of a rant, as in one long rant, which is why I thought it'd be a great fit for you, Kate.
Oh, because I rant to excess?
Yeah. Rant should be your middle name, my dear.
Why, thank you, old, friend.
No problemo. Either way, the book sounds pretty dark.
Dark like a lark. Everyone's being monitored constantly, and cameras are everywhere, as well as drones. Even the insects are like little Mechagodzilla robots.
The insects?
Yeah, nanobot ladybugs. And bees. Tiny robot bees to spy on people.
I hope not ladybugs. They're too nice and tickly. But that's kind of fascinating.
Is it? I think it's horrifying.
Well, yes, horrifying, but also fascinating from a tech standpoint.
Sophia made the same argument about not liking them. She told Ricky that the nanobot bees don't work so well in cold weather.
So, then Rick and Sophia can move somewhere cold. Problem solved.
They live in northeastern Arizona where it's already cold. A lot, anyways.
Then they should be fine?
I don't get that impression. Next chapter, they'll probably introduce robot dogs or something.
Uh-huh. Don't these two already have dogs? As in the non-robotic, alive kind?
Yup, they do. In fact, the dogs are the only good part so far. Everything else is surveillance states and oligarchs they call demigods.
Better to have demigods rule the world than demi-dogs, I always say.
I believe Ricky and Sophia would beg to differ.
I must say, Kate, that I'm so proud of you for having read this far. By now, you usually have trashed a book so thoroughly that it has no chance of surviving.
I don't do that all the time, but I can't help but be critical of horrific writing. Bad plot lines, no plot lines, poor character development, confusing purpose.
So you figured it out? Then what's the plot so far?
Oh, Sonia, yours is the gift that keeps on giving. There is no plot line. There are no plot lines.
No plot line?
Yepers, no plot line. Only rants and complaints thus far.
Rants, and more rants. Rants in the pants. Makes you feel sorry for poor Sophia, right?
Not that I can tell. Ricky seems to be pretty nice to her. Maybe because he's so much younger now and she's grown old.
Then, and I've forgotten, is he offloading his rants to the poor dogs?
Whew, you really have forgotten about this book.
Right? I'm always reading so many books. They all seem to fuse into one big blob.
I wish there were a big blob here that Rick could rant to, instead of poor me.
So, is he ranting to Sophia then? Or no?
Well, it's easy to get distracted by the tea, so I might have this all wrong, but it appears he's ranting to someone, somewhere, way up in the sky.
The sky?
Yep, Tooties. He's ranting into the sky, the effervescent ether. But not directly.
Okay, let's get this straight. Sophia is there. The dogs are there. The house is there. And he goes outside to rant at the sky?
No! Not quite. Ricky can't go out because the Brolygarchs and all might see him from their satellites or robot insects.
And there's some unfortunate others that he rants to?
Yes. He rants to unseen friends of his, apparently. According to the chapter title, anyway.
What? Is he sending texts or emails or socials or something?
No. He's ranting, at least from what I can tell, into a microphone.
Ah, I get it. He has some broadcast or podcast rant going, correct?
Yeah, but no. It doesn't explicitly state this yet, but I think he's talking to people in the sky. Like, way out there.
Astronauts, people on the moon, Mars.
I'd say his focus is non-humans. You know, the alien types who are suspiciously rant-deprived.
Okay.
He and Sophia set up some big laser array in his barn, and all that somehow helps him to rant to his heart's content.
Good for him. keeps the boy busy there and out of Sophia's hair.
Well, not having read the first chapter, which really should have been the last chapter, I'm guessing he uses his laser to somehow send his rants to these poor, unsuspecting aliens. Then, after hearing enough of this dribble, they come down and blast him for being a piddling bore.
Yeah, I think it's drivel and not dribble, Kate.
I said, dribble? I must have basketball on my mind.
But I'm not sure dribble doesn't work there too. Oh, Kate, I need to go pretty soon. We may have to continue this important matter tomorrow. Piddling bore, you said?
Yep, dude seems to piddle a lot, or at least the book does. Moves back in time, then forward, then back again. Lucky me.
Oh, sorry. I hate books like that, where you're forced to keep some mental context of what year you're in.
Just tell me, right? Just do things in sequence, right? I'm reading this for pleasure, not for some mental exercise. And if it was that, then just say so on the cover.
Yeah, sorry for foisting such an unusually terrible book your way. I might have confused it with another book I wanted you to read. What's the title again?
Infinity Curve. Infinity Curve has some nerve.
Oh boy, yeah, that's not real high on my recall list. I must have suggested it a while back.
Maybe. Don't you just hate it when people say finity instead of infinity?
Did it sound like I said finity?
No, not at all. It just got me thinking about how people think they say things one way when they really say them another. Finity and infinity are like that.
Oh, Kate, only you would be bothered by that.
And I can think of 1,000 more examples. Like aluminum versus aluminium versus alumium.
I think the second one is how the Brits pronounce it. So, technically speaking, that's probably the correct way to say it. No?
No. The Brits say it their way because they're notoriously haughty and like to sound more sophisticated than us lowly Americans.
I'm not sure about that. I mean, just think of the periodic table.
The periodic what?
The table. You know, the table of elements, science.
Your point being?
The point is that aluminum, how Americans say it, is not like all the other elements. I'll pick a few. Erbium, lithium, beryllium, sodium, cesium. Lots of elements that rhyme with aluminium. See what I'm saying? The Brits have it right.
Aha. Ha ha ha. You left out molybdenum on purpose, right? Because it doesn't fit in nicely into your little mental construct of what the table of elements should be. Am I right?
Ouch, you got me there.
And I'm not 100% sure that your erbium is even an element. I believe it's actually something you grow in a garden, next to the oregano and basil.
Okay already. I give up.
Nice. I do confess, though, that my tea must be spiked with stupidium, since I haven't yet seen fit to stop reading this damned thing.
No, that's good. That's a good sign.
Honestly, no. Feels like I'm possessed. This is like pacing through the first hour of a terribly written movie with bad acting and senseless mayhem. My ever-present OCD just compels me to continue watching.
Oh my God, I do that all the time.
Right? Where your brain simply can't believe that such a cluster blank even exists in space and time. That it's such a terrible waste of life and effort, you're forced to watch the pitiful movie to the end to make sure nothing redeeming appears at the last minute.
Yep, it's all about self-confirmation. Or rather, belief confirmation.
Speaking of which, I haven't mentioned the forbidden word in a long time. Over 15 minutes.
The word? What word?
The B word. Billionaire. Billion-aire. See? I'm evolving.
Oh, you're evolving, that's for sure. So nice that I get to watch you doing it with my own eyes.
That's a bit cynical, Sonja, if I must say so. Okay, I know you have to go soon, right?
Yeah, I should get going pretty soon here.
So typical. I mean, here I am, filled with all this angst and borscht after reading this drivel, as you reminded me. And then you'll simply leave me alone in the depths?
Borscht? Wow, Kate. You and your odd word combinations. Well, I don't actually need to leave for another, say, 10 or so. Not until I finish this bubble tea you just brought me.
That's great, Sonja. So great, since my angst needs an outlet.
My dear, I'm so proud to be called your outlet. One step up from toilet.
This angst I hold is not my fault, since you made me read this diatribe. But speaking of which, I have real concerns about the basic alien premise.
Oh, really? And these concerns are well grounded?
It's the whole idea, Sonja.
Idea? The idea of aliens in general? Or that Ricky Boy is talking to them?
All of it, honestly. For one thing, how does he know that aliens even exist? That anyone's out there to listen?
Not sure, but the topic never bothered me that much.
What? I thought you believed in aliens, of the extraterrestrial kind, not the across-the-border kind. Unseen friends, or whatever you want to call them.
Well, I do believe that they might exist, but I'm not sure that they've ever visited Earth.
I seriously doubt they'll ever come to visit us for Thanksgiving. Clearly not after Ricky concludes his delicious and delirious rants for all to hear about how we've completely screwed up everything.
Actually, if that's his objective, it sounds kind of thoughtful, maybe?
Is it? Is it? It's like, hey aliens, don't be like us. We're a flipping mess, you see. An orthodontic nightmare. You should learn from our mistakes. Signed, the humans.
Orthodontic? Come on, Kate. No telling what spiked in your tea there. But putting aside the dental reference, if I were an alien civilization, I'd appreciate the heads up.
Would you? Dear aliens. Hey there, dudes. Hope your mother-in-law is feeling better. By the way, we recently destroyed half our population with a pandemic we engineered. Oh, better yet, we let trillionaires take over the planet. Even better, we invented mind-reading technology. Everything is now public. And, minor fact, we kind of nuked millions of protesters because they were a problem.
Ugh, Kate, that's again pretty dark.
But you'd need to formally close the piece on a positive note. Something like, Please do better. We're counting on you, buddies. We're a mess, but you don't have to be. Go forth and prosper, little doggies.
Wow. When you list it all out like that, we sound pretty bleak indeed.
Yep, I call this a pleasure read. But, Sonja, I don't mean to sound critical again, but something you just said set my mind spinning.
Oh, Kate, tell me what doesn't do that. What is it this time, O wise wizard?
It's this was versus were incongruity. This confusing mess that is and always will be the bothersome English language.
Could you enlighten me on what you're referring to?
Again, it's not that you said anything wrong. It's that English is screwed up and somebody should fix it.
I give up. What are you talking about?
Okay. You said something like, if it were my choice, or similar to that, right?
I guess. And what's wrong there?
Well, just think. Think about it. If you just learned English, you'd understand that the were term, or verb, should not apply to the first or second person singular, correct? I mean, you don't say, I were going shopping, or she were going skiing.
You're getting at what?
Exactly. Why is it correct to say, if I were a youngster, or maybe, if I were a sailor? Don't you see? It should be the same rule. People should say, if I was a sailor.
Oh my God. You know, maybe I have been saying it wrong. Maybe I've said this at work and my teammates just thought, Sonja, stupid Sonja.
No way. You were right to say it that way. I know, because I queried it recently after being so bugged about it.
And it said,
Actually, I don't recall why. However, using were as you did is totally correct.
geez, Kate, this revelation is shaking my little world.
No joke. Saying were is correct. Like some ancient English linguist was downing his sixth scotch one night, and he wrote this rule. If you get heartfelt and sentimental or want to imagine a condition, then use were.
You think that's how it happened?
Why not? The whole decision had to be alcohol-induced, if you ask me. In retrospect, maybe the old bearded guy was simply lonely and dejected, and he wanted to be known for some exotic and idiotic English idiom.
Perhaps. You know, Kate, your ability to catch such inconsistencies is quite remarkable. Someone should pay you for such talent.
Ooh, boy, don't remind me about my intermittent employment status. But I do agree with you that my deepest skills are vastly unrecognized.
If I were a billionaire, I would certainly hire you.
And there you go. You not only used the were again, but you brought up the unutterable B word.
Sure, but you just uttered trillionaire a second ago, so my sin is forgivable.
I already said that this book doesn't like them either. The B version or the T version. Globally reviled, apparently. Worse yet, they would not be pleased to hear that Ricky is tattling on them to the aliens.
Tattling?
Yep, he's a tattletale, spilling the beans, apparently to any aliens who will listen to his little rant. And the old T-dudes and dudettes will not be pleased, methinks.
That's their plan, then?
Yuppers, rant away, I guess. Appears Sophia doesn't want to hear the boy rant. So she said to him, "Rant somewhere else, Ricky, or take your rants outside and brave the insects."
Another poor woman grown intolerant of hearing her mate complain all day. Like, can't you get that smell out of my socks? Or, have you seen my toenail clippers? I totally get that.